You're gonna be able to do sear a steak, saute, you name it. I'm gonna show you exactly what you're gonna receive. Right now today, over 5,000 have already been spoken for. And I will tell everyone, you can go online right now and you can do the comparison. This is the absolute lowest price you're gonna find anywhere for the 6.5 quart. We call it the possible. It's the everything. It's your all-in-one cooker. It's your steamer. It's your roaster. Wait till you see the amazing things that we're going to share with you that you're going to be able to do in this tiny footprint, but boy, does it hold a lot. So let's go through color choices. Anywhere you go, this is $119. You're also receiving here today the roasting rack, you're receiving the recipe book, you're receiving the rice spoon that comes along with it, and some exclusive colors. One of those exclusive colors happens to be the Merlot, so we are so excited to be able to bring that to you. We also have what we're calling stone purple, and it has a little hinge of just a little highlight, almost like a grayish purple, if you will. Then we have the classic for Ninja, which you've probably seen in the midnight blue, but nowhere else where you find this at $120. Only here today, and only as of today's special. It launched at midnight at $79.99. And then lastly, we have it available for you in the black. With FlexPay, this is coming home to you for less than $30. Now, our home kitchen expert, one of the #1 recipe bloggers, Rochelle, is joining us, Lucas. And I tell you what, Rochelle, when I say this is the everything pot,
it is.
I mean, what are you doing right now?
So
just to give an example.
Yeah, sure. So this is a pot roast that we're starting up, and we're starting with that sear saute function. So that's that sizzle that you can hear. That is that non-stick pot that you see. Nothing is sticking to the bottom. Imagine doing this in stainless steel. I could have ruined this, right? It would have stuck to the bottom. But what we love about the Possible Cooker is it does do 10 different functions. And so, you know, if you have a slow cooker at home and you love doing your pot roast with that, that's great. But usually you have to sear this on the stovetop first. Now you can do it all in one pot. So now that I've given it a good sear, I'm gonna add my herbs and my vegetables and my broth, and we're gonna get this to a boil like we would if we were going to do have it in a slow cooker. So I love that it's all one pot cooking.
That's it, because you'd have to have like
all one pot cooking.
Different pans going right now.
Exactly, and it's 30% faster than traditional cooking. So even if you were going to sear and saute this on your stovetop, this is going to be faster than using your stovetop. So now I've added my broth. I'm going to put my vegetables on the side of the meat here, and then this is going to come to a boil here really quickly. So it's a true 10 in 1.
And a temperature control as well, correct?
Absolutely,
so we're going to walk you through all of that, all the different things you're going to be able to do, and what this is going to take the place of. But here's the thing, they're telling me it's only, what, 1 o'clock here, a little after on the East Coast? We already sold out of one color. I'm not surprised.
I know. I couldn't even get that color. Yeah, I tried.
And the stone purple probably will be the next to go, they're telling us right now.
I think so.
Okay, so yeah, we'll look at the front so we can talk about that.
Let's come to the front here and I'll walk you through it. So it is 10 different things. It also replaces 10 different appliances in your kitchen. So you have all of your slow cook, your braise, your sear and saute, steam, even keep warm. So if you're taking this to a potluck or to your church or to a book club and you make something delicious in there, you can use that keep warm function, which is great. And then you have all of your grains on this side. So you have your white rice, brown rice, quinoa, oats, and pasta. So because ancient grains are something that's really trending, we wanted to bring that to you and make it easy. If you've ever wrecked a pot from making a pot of rice and it all sticks to the bottom and you have to throw out the rice and the pot, this is going to prevent you from doing that. It's 50% faster than traditional rice cookers, but it does more than a rice cooker. So you can even do your farro or your oatmeal, and we have all of those tips in the back of the recipe book that it comes with.
And your quinoa, that's something also.
All of those things.
And 50% faster.
50% faste. So here's all the things that it can replace. It will replace your rice cooker, your food warmer, your non-stick pot, your saute pan, your slow cooker, your saucepan, your stock pot, even your Dutch oven. So if you like some of those Dutch oven recipes, but maybe your Dutch oven's too heavy, this is perfect because the pot you can use it separately. So most slow cookers, you can't use the pot separately. It's kind of awkward, you know, and it doesn't sear and saute. You can use this pot in your oven. You can use this pot in your stovetop. You can use this pot as part of your whole Ninja Possible Cooker package too. So look at that nice caramelization. This is gonna come up to a boil. I'm just gonna season it here a little bit. And while we're waiting for that to season, why don't I go to the oven? So let me show you how you might wanna use this with your oven. It's a long walk, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Or maybe you wanna come with me to shut the oven door.
Sure.
I got my mitts here, but basically, this is the same recipe we have on Instagram today. It's a beer braised Irish-inspired beef stew. So I had this when I went to Ireland, and I wanted to recreate it at home, and the Ninja PossibleCooker made it possible.
I love it.
So we did the sear and saute function first to sear and saute the beef and the vegetables, and then we slow cooked it, you know, to get it all nice and just wonderful and fall apart delicious. Then we popped it in the oven to this beautiful pastry crust. So I love that we have that option. It is oven safe up to 500 degrees. So if you want to pop a dish into the oven to do a broil, to crisp something up on the top, you can do that.
I have to have some of this.
Isn't it delicious?
It reminds me of Ireland.
And then look at the little, we did a little clover leaf there, which is really cute. Some of the, listen to that pastry crust. Isn't that delicious? Oh my gosh.
Oh, my mouth is watering.
Oh my gosh. So we've got a wonderful Irish beef stew. We did want something for St. Patrick's Day, you know, since it's right around the corner. But this is something that you could do any time of year. I just think it's so like comforting and delicious to have a wonderful beef stew. Let me get a little pastry crust there for you.
My goodness.
And then we also have some little microgreens here to give it a little Irish spring.
And how long approximately did this take you?
So this took me probably about 1.5 hours. So I started with that sear saute function to get that wonderful caramelization on the beef and on the vegetables. And then I set it to slow cook, so that way everything can kind of simmer and braise together with that, with the beer. And then we popped it into the oven for another 30 minutes with the pastry top. So how delicious is that, huh?
Melts in your mouth. You're speaking my language right here.
I love it. And then if you're having guests over, you can set it on the keep warm function. You know, take it from your oven to the table,
Perfect.
put it on the keep warm function, and then everybody can kind of serve themselves, and it will still stay warm. Look at these wonderful vegetables on here. We also did, for the little parts that we cut out, we did other little 4-leaf clover. So you can get creative once you get this home and take your recipes and adjust them to it. But what I love about it is it makes really impossible things possible. You know, like you can't sear and saute in your slow cooker. You can't usually braise in your slow cooker. Dutch ovens can get really expensive and also really heavy. Like if you've ever looked at one really big brand name Dutch oven, they're really heavy and they're also like $200.
Yeah, yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And this will replace that for sure.
Okay, we're gonna show everybody just to get an idea what you call this. It is possible to do anything. It really truly is. Look at our table. Let's walk everybody through this, Rochelle.
Absolutely. There's so many things that we have going that we've done here. So it will also do all of your grains. So like your pastas, your rice, your quinoa, your farro, all of those wonderful grains. It makes those really easy. And I bet you're wondering, why do they have eggs on the middle of this table? It's because you can use the steam function. So we have the roasting rack here on the bottom, which we'll show you in a minute. But you can use the steam function to steam your eggs, and they will peel so easily. So when you want to do your deviled eggs, or if you want to dye these, you know, fun colors for Easter, and you want to make sure they're easy to peel, just steam your eggs. It fits 20 eggs.
Wow.
You know, and you could buy a separate egg steamer, but why would you? You know, because this will steam your eggs. It will cook your rice. It will do your pasta sauce. It will do so much.
How big is this ham?
That ham, oh goodness, you know,
That's
I think it's
large
probably
ham.
about a 7-pound ham.
Wow.
We usually say about a 7-pound roast. We were kind of pushing it a little bit with that one for television, to be honest.
Okay.
But a 7-pound roast, 7-pound chicken, it will do easily just fine. So it's really a true 10-in-1.
If you are just tuning in, we are so thrilled with this partnership with Ninja. Like we said, it is one of the #1 brand names in kitchen appliances, right? It's recognized worldwide. Anywhere you go to find the Possible 6.5 quart, it's $119.
Wow.
Right? Only here today, and that's why thousands have already been sold. That's why one color has already been sold out. You can get this home for less than $26. So if you go online and you look at this exact special that they have, it's $119. We love this. Here at HSN, we want to do something, especially going into St. Patty's Day, into spring, into Easter, you know, and just to think about how much time you're going to save in the long run, how much non-clutter you're going to have, how many things this takes the place of, right? And the footprint in itself. I mean, this is not heavy whatsoever. It doesn't take up a lot of space.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's funny, last night Suzanne just carried one the whole time. And I'm like, are you still carrying it? And she's like, it's that lightweight. You know, you can bring it with you to your, you know, your church or your book club or your work potluck. This is already starting to boil. That's how fast it came to a boil. So it does have that wonderful, you know, temperature setting that you can bring things to a boil. You can do a slow braise on it if you wanted, but it is 30% faster than cooking on your stovetop. So you are going to get your meals done quicker. So we did a pot roast here here we did an Irish-inspired stew here.
Get that recipe.
On to Easter. Yeah, it's on HSN's Instagram. So now we've got some potatoes to go with our ham. So look at these wonderful cheesy potatoes. I wish you could smell this at home. It smells so good. The cheese. I mean, you can't go wrong with cheese and potatoes, right? So
like scallop potatoes.
Scallop potatoes. And the thing about sides too. Whenever you're having like a holiday or family over, we've got Easter and St. Patrick's Day coming up, then Mother's Day. You know, it's always hard to get everything hot at the same time.
And keep it warm without overcooking it.
Exactly. So now you can do your sides and it will keep warm. And to be honest, when I got this on my countertop, I had one for my mom and I had one for me. So I had two at one point and I thought, oh my gosh, maybe I do need two because they fit so perfectly on my countertop that it's that perfect buffet. You know what I mean? Like when you're serving it to everybody.
Here's another thing today. We don't always do this offer. If you don't have the HSN charge card and you apply for today, you could take $50 off the Today Special or anything else you want. But can you imagine
Would you
additional?
Get this home for $20?
What's it, $9?
Wow.
Right?
Wow.
When we say lowest price anywhere, now we're talking a whole nother different ball game, right?
That is a deal. In that case, you want to put this in get a couple and put them in your gift closet because this is the perfect gift for summertime when it's like wedding season and graduation season and you want to have that nice like big gift to bring. This is perfect for that.
And if you do have the HSN charge, you can have 4 monthly flex payments. So you can add an additional monthly flex payment so you don't have to pay it all off at once. But the beauty is we know Ninja, we trust Ninja. Even with this special offer here at HSN, you give us a user guide and lots of great recipes too.
Absolutely. And there's also charts in the back for when you want to do your grains and your farro and some other things. We tell you exactly how much water to add, what settings to put it at, so that way you're not burning your rice. You're not having to throw away the pot with it all cooked at the bottom.
This just makes such perfect sense. Like you said, 30% faster than cooking on stovetop.
Yes.
If you were buying just a rice cooker, and some rice cookers can be close to the price that we're offering for this everything possible, right? Can be close to that. A rice cooker, 50% faster and delicious every single time.
Yes, absolutely. You're gonna get perfect rice done every single time. Plus it also steams. So we've talked about braising and sear and saute and slow cook and doing the keep warm function, but even steaming vegetables. And so here we just have our green beans for maybe like, let's say our Easter dinner. And we just steamed these. And steaming is such a healthy way to eat because it's, you know, you're not using oil. You're just getting that nice vibrant color from the steam. And like I showed you, you can steam your eggs for Easter. If you get it for nothing else but for doing that, you're gonna really thank me because it's gonna save you so much time peeling those eggs for your deviled eggs for Easter. But what we have in the bottom here, and it is included with it, is that roasting rack. So you can use that roasting rack whether you're doing your meats or you can use it for the steam function to kind of lift your vegetables off the bottom and then put your water there at the bottom too.
Look at that,
isn't that great? And this is what that steam rack looks like. Here, I'll hold it up there. There you see it.
And we said replaces 10 different things. Let's go and show that one more time because you can think about this for yourself. Like, think about what your saucepans look like right now, right? All of these different, different reasons and what it's going to help replace. Being that a rice cooker, a food warmer, like we just talked about, when you want to keep everything warm and not overcook it. It's a non-stick pot. It's a saute pan. It's a cast iron skillet. What do you pay just for a good cast iron skillet? It's a slow cooker. It's a saucier. It's a saucepan. It's a stock pot. It's a Dutch oven.
It is. It's all of those things.
And then some.
Yeah, and Dutch ovens can be expensive. Even when you find them on sale,
and heavy,
they can be they can be well over $100 and they're heavy. This is lightweight, it's portable, it's easy to use. So maybe if you just need an extra pot and you're getting the base to go with it as an extra, I think it's a great deal and a great price for that as well.
It'll be your go-to.
Absolutely.
I mean, for everything, like we're showing you. Okay, here's your color choices. Merlot is our #1. It's exclusive here to HSN.
Okay.
We have the Midnight Blue, the classic for Ninja, and then we have what we're calling Stone Purple. That most likely, like a grayish, will be the next one to sell out.
I love it, I love it. So you do get a recipe book that comes with it, and I want to show you some of the recipes because they're really colorful, really easy. So once you get this home, you'll get some inspiration for doing your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. We've got some chicken and sausage gumbo there. We've got a Cajun dirty rice. But then in the back, we also have wonderful cooking charts. So whether you're slow cooking or whether you're doing your grains or whether you're steaming, we give you the exact settings and the amount of water to add and the amount of rice to add to get it done perfect every single time. So let's go let's move on to some extra rice.
I want to put the smell in everybody's home right now.
I know.
It smells so good.
Something I want to show you too is you are getting the rice paddle, and you might be like, why do I need this rice paddle? Let me show you why, because I've got another spoon here. The rice paddle has an extra stiffness to it because rice can be, like once you get your grains going, they can be thick. So I want you to see how when I put the spoon in here, it'll kind of bend. I don't know if you can see it it loses its oomph. The rice paddle doesn't bend, so it makes it really easy to scoop big spoonfuls of rice or quinoa or whatever grains you're working on. So that's why you want the rice paddle. I also use it too to lift my meats.
Good,
so when I was flipping that pot roast earlier, this helped me get under the pot roast to flip it.
And look how this is just perfectly done, right?
Really perfectly done
Fluffy.
rice, fluffy. Also notice that nothing is sticking to the sides. If you've ever wrecked a pan from making rice and had to throw out the pan and the rice, you won't have to do that ever again. So it's an excellent rice cooker that does so much more. So I'm gonna plate some rice here, and then we'll move on to some, so a nice fricassee to put on top, which I was like, can I say fricassee on TV? It's basically like a chicken stew. It's perfect for spring. It's actually my mom's recipe. So we got a picture of cooking with her. So now that I've plated my rice, let me show you what the chicken fricassee looks like.
And your mom's an excellent cook, and you were saying how much she loves this.
She loves this, and it was so cute because she's like, I love that it's non-stick. She goes, I don't have to add any extra oil. And here's a picture of us cooking in my kitchen. And she loved the size. So for her favorite part was the size. She had the 8-quart one that we previously had, and she's like, Rochelle, it's just too big. Like, when I make stuff in it, I'm eating the same thing for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
This is that perfect Goldilocks of sizes with the 8.5 quarts, because she just has enough, if she just wants to cook enough for them to eat for that night, she can, or, she can make enough to have a little bit of leftovers, but it's just that perfect size. The 8-quart was too much, and this is the one she really loves. So this is the chicken fricassee. So we started with sauteing or searing the chicken, and then we built up our sauce, and we did the vegetables and the potatoes too. So again, we used 3 different functions with this. We started with the sear and saute, then we did the, I think we did braise instead of slow cook because we did it about an hour and a half, and then we did the keep warm function so everybody can kind of serve themselves. So again, maybe you want more than one. If you host a lot of functions, maybe you are, have a book club or you're doing a lot of potlucks, this is great having more than one for that because you have that keep warm function, plus it's so portable. So I'll show you in a minute how portable it is. I think we've got one on the back counter that we can pick up, and there's a little cord keeper on the back too.
So you can go right from the stand right to the table.
Absolutely.
In the pot.
In the pot.
With your rice spoon that comes along with it. And look at just perfection.
I know,
I'm gonna grab that one behind you.
And the meats are so tender, so delicious. They really just fall apart. And that's how you want your meats. You want them flavorful, you want them tender, and look at how perfectly that's done.
Beautiful.
And we've got enough to feed a crowd here.
I was gonna say.
But for sure, you could also, do less if you needed to, but you always have that capacity of doing 6.5 quart. How lightweight is that?
It's not, telling you, look at this. I could literally 2 fingers. And yet, it's sturdy.
Yeah,
it's ninja.
very sturdy.
So you have exceptional quality. One of the #1 brand trusted when it comes to kitchen appliances worldwide. And anywhere you go and do comparisons, what we love here at HSN, you're gonna find this 6.5 quart, everything with a PossibleCooker, for $119. Only today. This is what a today's special is really truly all about. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee, comes along with a 1-year warranty. That Ninja is actually gonna back up as well. We are very busy. We just welcomed, just in this presentation, 50 brand new first-time shoppers.
Congrats.
I'm sorry, 80 now.
Wow,
congrats. Listen, they know the name Ninja. They love the everything pot, right? This is everything and even more. We've done 8-in-1s.
Yes.
This is a 10-in-1. Perfect. It's just for rice cooking, brown rice, white rice, quinoa.
Yes.
All those, like you said, grains right now are so popular. What did you do with the corn?
So the corn, we just steamed the corn, so it was nice and healthy. There was no added oils, and then we added some seasonings and some cheese and some paprika on top to make it like an elote. So many different things you can do with it. It really is a treasure. It is a true 10-in-1.
And it's all, like you said, it's a small footprint.
Yes.
You are replacing all those other things. It is truly the perfect size. Whether, really, if it's for one and you want to have the leftovers, or for a family of 4 to 6.
Yes, absolutely. Or you can a family of 2. For my mom, it's just her daughter and my stepdad at home. For me, it's just me and my husband, and this is the perfect size for us because it doesn't take up too much counter space. It replaces multiple appliances. We don't need a rice cooker. Usually with my Dutch oven, I'm having to have my husband get that for me because it's too heavy.
Yes.
Now with this, I don't, because it's that perfect lightweight pot that I can use anytime.
And we're going to be right back with more from Ninja, so please stay with us. But things are definitely heating up, and I hope you're actually getting our Grill with Curtis Stone, an original podcast on HSN Plus. Each week, you can join Curtis as he puts his guest in the hot seat. Together, they're digging into flavorful conversations, hot takes, and delicious dishes. So you can watch, you can shop, and do so much more on HSN Plus. To download HSN Plus TV app, search for HSN on your favorite smart TV or your streaming device. We're back with more Ninja.
With the power of